That's okay.
Okay. We good?
Yes.
You ready?
Yes.
All right. Let's go.
Where were we again?
So, Blue Bear was about to tell the next story. It was about to tell the next.
I still want to do it. I just have to figure out another way. Okay, so where were we?
Alright, Blue Bear was about to tell the next story in the next round of the gladiator duel.
Yeah.
And
Oh. I didn't get tired.
yep.
Oh, okay. So gladiator duel, you said?
Yeah, so they'd already gone 10 rounds, him
Here, I'm gonna go for it.
against Muslim Fakir, who was like the greatest gladiator of all time. So
Yeah.
like the pressure is really on, and it's round 11 now. And so Blue Bear's got to tell a really good story if he wants to have any hope of winning the gladiator match.
What was that
Muslim Fakir.
guy's
Like that.
name? Yeah.
Okay.
People have funny names.
But this is serious business, like to win this gladiator match. So,
Oh yeah, of course.
so Blue Bear's got to tell a really good story, and he's got just the story in mind.
Yeah?
Yeah?
Are you going to tell it to me now?
Do you want me to?
Yes, please.
Okay, alright, here we go.
Okay.
Ready?
Uh-huh.
Okay. I can fly. Such was my preamble. I projected the words, one by one, into the Megathon's huge, circular auditorium, thereby assuring myself of my audience's attention.
Do you think we have their attention?
Yeah, no, it's not that guy over there.
Hey guy! It shows up here.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
There. Oh, that's good. Okay. You could have heard a pin drop. Spike awoke from a blissful daydream. He was probably counting his winnings. And that's my head that you're squeezing.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
And Chenlith nervously kneaded the hat in his hands.
Maybe if you just put your shoulder
Whoa.
under here,
Yeah. Oh, thank
under my thigh. Okay. Whoa.
Oh,
I think
that's
that's so much harder than it had to be.
Yeah, that was me. One day, in the course of my, many adventures, I visited Nearland, the blank space on the map of Zamonia.
That Nearland sounds kind of like Neverland.
Wait for it.
Oh.
Yeah. A murmur ran round the arena. No one had ever set foot in Nearland, I knew. Originally pronounced Neverland.
I was right.
Yeah, you're very smart. Then Nairland. It eventually came to be spelled as it sounded. It was a district wreathed in legends and rumors.
Oh. Hey,
Mark.
can you see the book?
Oh, sorry. Okay, wreathed
That's better.
in legends and myths, more fantastic than all the rumors that clung to the Gloomberg Mountains, the Demerara Desert, and the Great Forest combined. At the mention of Nairland, my mind's eye displayed an article from Nightingale's encyclopedia. Instead of being disconcerted by this, I spontaneously decided to quote it verbatim.
I have my other arm.
Oh, that one.
Thanks.
You want it?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just, okay.
That's good.
Right.
Okay.
Nairland. Somewhat banal compound place name. Designating a region of Zamonia that has hitherto remained completely unexplored. This is not because of its exotic location. On the contrary, it is situated in a central, readily accessible position.
Readily accessible.
Readily accessible. And can easily be reached on foot.
On foot.
On foot.
Oh, thank God.
Or by My rickshaw taxi.
Rickshaw what now?
Allow me to demonstrate. Okay.
Okay, we're
go
gonna
right.
jump
Yeah,
it.
just.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, God. So we're doing this.
Yeah,
You're just
so-
gonna. Oh. Oh, goodness. Can we just, maybe get you centered or something?
There we go.
There we go. Oh, jeez, all right.
So the interesting thing about the rickshaw taxis is that the rickshaw demons aren't pulling along rickshaws. The rickshaw demons actually are the rickshaws.
Wait. Are you calling me a demon right now?
All right.
Well.
All right then. So what happens is when you want to catch a ride, you just hail a rickshaw demon, and then you climb up onto its spine, and it takes you where you want to go.
Oh, really?
Yep, right up on the spine.
Right on your spine?
Yeah.
Huh, I wonder what that's like.
Yeah, no idea.
Oh.
Okay, so it's not that you can't get to Neverland. It is simply that no one dares to enter the area. The greatest and most audacious explorers have come right up to its borders, only to give up and turn back. Neverland emits a subconscious signal that advises all comers to give it a wide berth. It is surmised that Neverland consists of telepathic quicksand of a fine-grained fluid consistency that warns of its dangers by thought transference.
Thought transference, huh?
Yep, messages right into your brain.
Yeah, so there's a messages in your brain right
Oh,
now.
wait, get
You get that? You get it?
Get down? Is that it?
Oh, voice translator. Yes, okay. Whew. I don't know if you need me up there.
Yeah, be comfy.
I'll just be right here.
All right. See, now Zamonia has all kinds of strange sands in it. There's this cogitating quicksand. But when Blue Bear and the Mugs were crossing the Demerara Desert, they found an entire desert made up of nothing but powdered sugar.
That sounds amazing.
And floating around this powdered sugar desert, there was a mirage city. And Blue Bear and the Mugs wanted to try to find a way to catch the mirage city and make it their own. So Blue Bear found a way to focus the sun's rays down onto the sugar sand. And the sand got all hot, melty, sticky, gooey. And the powdered sugared sand started to caramelize right there on the desert floor. And Blue Bear and the Mugs, they coaxed the mirage city over top of the caramel sands, tamped it down. And as the caramel cooled, the mirage was stuck. And Blue Bear and the Mugs moved into Mirage City and decided to make it their home. But they found already living there Phaetons. And Blue Bear and the Mugs and the Phaetons were having a hard time living together. So one day, Blue Bear sat across a table from a Phaeton, and they tried to work things out over a bowl of mashed potatoes. Bon appetit, I said to be polite. You see, Pew, he replied. I was conversant with all the Zemonian languages, tribal dialects included, but this meant nothing to me.
From the Encyclopedia of Marvels, Life Forms, and Other Phenomena of Zemonia and its Environs by Professor Abdul Nightingale. Phantom Organic, the only mirror image language in Zemonia. Phantom Organic is High Zemonian, spoken without an accent, but backwards.
I don't think there's any such thing as speaking without an accent.
I was really conscious of my accent when I first came to the U.S. I catch myself And it was small things like these that made me wonder who I was and who I wanted to be in this new country. I eventually changed some of the words and some of the ways I pronounce things so that people could understand me better, but I also kept some things because it was important to remember where I came from. But the longer I stayed in the U.S., the more distant and different I felt from people back home. I think and speak and live differently from the people that I grew up with, and I miss the sense of connection we had together. We've now grown up in two different worlds, and there's no way to go back. And when I do go back to Singapore, I don't always meet up with them. I don't know if they'll understand the person I've become or are able to accept some of the changes. I miss listening to 90s music while my dad reads the newspaper every Saturday morning, and hot, humid Sunday afternoons hanging out with my high school boyfriend, and then going to church to play captain's ball with my friends. I miss every deep fried fishbowl, every curry puff, and every egg tart that can be sold on the street corners of this little island city that I'm not sure if I can call my home anymore. But I don't regret coming to the U.S., and I don't think I could go back, at least not right now. And it seems a little selfish because my whole family is back there. I guess that's why I try to remember all of these things.
Not to make matters more difficult than necessary, I shall here translate into Thetum Organic as I go. Once I knew the secret. It was really quite simple.
Oh yeah, because they were just talking backwards.
Yeah, the Phaetons live their entire lives in an infinite loop of backwards time. It's almost like living your entire life in a dimensional hiatus. Blue Bear once fell into a dimensional hiatus and found himself in the 2,364th dimension, peopled by gelatinous beings. And everywhere in this dimension were dimensional hiatuses. And so to avoid falling through into another dimension, you had to live your entire life on a rug. And you would spend your life weaving this rug so that the rug would tell the story of your life. And all of your days were spent on the rug you had woven to tell the story of your own life, or perhaps for a while on a rug woven by one of your ancestors.
All of my lives, I've been sliding through doorways, hiding from unpleasant and inescapable things. Growing new sets of bones each time, always in the same pattern, always with the same structure, always weak in the same places. In my first life, before everything shattered, I was a fearless, barefoot wildling, wandering the woods, talking with bees, and setting leaf paper boats afloat on a turbulent little stream. That's the life I lead now, a few lives after I slid sideways into the other life I need to hide from. I missed 2 calls from her husband. It was late, and he never calls. He said, "Come quickly." They're flying around with a knife. Suddenly, months that felt like years. Into a few days, there came a blur of tubes and beeps, bandages, and tears. In her final fleeting life, I was hollow and strong. I held this up and held on, easing her out of the world she pushed me into, careening recklessly through the next life and the next, collapsing, unhidden, in an endless room of doors. Searching for bare feet and leaf paper boats and talking beans. And somehow, I think if I can grow back my healthy young bones and take off my shoes, find the right door.
I remember the summer we decided to make a time capsule. My brother Don and I. He's been dead almost 20 years now. He's on his way to work at the sports car and stopped for a construction zone. The guy behind him didn't. That summer we decided to make a time capsule. I was 10 and he was 8. And I guess we wanted to preserve something of who we were and how we lived and send it into the future. So we went out into the backyard and we dug a deep, deep hole. Then went into the kitchen, took a garbage bag and stuffed it with memories. I don't remember most of what we put in there, but I do remember this copy of National Geographic with the space shuttle, Columbia, on the cover. It was on the launch pad at night, all lit up, ready for flight. We put the magazine into the bag along with all the other things and tied it up tight, dropped it in the hole, and covered it with dirt. We might have waited 1 full year before we decided to dig it up and look back on the life as we had led it maybe as much as 1 whole year ago. Now, it turns out that a garbage bag is not the best way to preserve your time capsule. That copy of National Geographic was stained and wrinkled. But you can still see Columbia on the launch pad, all lit up, ready for liftoff. We sat back there for an hour or two, reminiscing. Then stuffed all the things back into the bag, tied it up again, put it in the hole, and covered it with dirt. As far as I know, it's still there to this day. I miss him. Still. Building snow forts in the winter.
A blue bear has 27 lives. I shall recount 13 and a half of them in this book, but keep quiet about the rest.
A bear must have his secrets after all. They make him seem attractive and mysterious. Nostalgia overcomes me when I recall